hello racing fans, and welcome to It's a Breeze with myself, Deez. This show proudly brought to you by Tab Go, the intelligent bet. Well, it's Sunday that we are talking about for this show at Hollywoodbets Greyville. Yeah, it is Hollywoodbets Greyville on a Sunday, and we on the poly track. Well, can you believe it? It's been a week since that massive day, the Hollywoodbets Durbanville July. Time does fly by, but yeah, it's what we want to do this weekend is try to end off the weekend on a high. Of course, there are, 8 races carded at Greyville on Sunday. I'm just having a look at what's on offer. Yeah, 8 races carded. Race number 1 will be early, 12:25, and we close things off at 16:35. So with those 8 races, the exotics will all begin in race number 1, which is the Jackpot. So I trust that you're having a fair week, and hopefully things can fall into place over this weekend. And let's get straight into it. As you know, that all the homework is done, and all that's left is for you to get on the tote. Well, it's exotic. I've chosen the Jackpot. Yep, that is it. We are going with Jackpot in race number 4, which will be Jackpot 1. And in that first leg of the Jackpot, I really like the look of Swiss Paradise, who I actually wanted a banker in that Jackpot. But I've just run for some cover with number 6, Jane's Vision. Both horses are in good form, and I think those 2 runners will be good enough there. 5, Swiss Paradise, and 6, Jane's Vision. In leg number 2, I'm going with 4 runners. Number 1, One Too Many. Nice to have Gavin Larena in town. Number 2, Love in Winter, who is long overdue. Horse number 9, Chara Sands, who loves the surface. And number 10, the very speedy Indaka, who's in excellent form. And Tristan Godden seems to be getting the right tune out of that horse. 2 from 2, Tristan Godden on Indaka. Then on to that third leg. Well, yeah, I'm going with Miss Liela. I got Puller's runner. Muzieni has already won 3 times from his 4 rides on the mare. Number 2 will get my vote. That is going to be Puff of Smoke. Horse number 3, Fort Chador. Number 6, Perfect Trust. And then number 7, which is Gavin Larena's mount, the Supernova Star. And then how do we close off that bet? Well, I'm going to go with 4 runners there, and I'm fairly confident with those 4 runners. Number 3, Rafiki. Horse number 6, Count Marsh. 7, Fate of Fortune. And horse number 8, Brave Voyager. And if you multiply that firm out, it'll be 2 times 4, which is 8. 8 times 5, which is 40. And 40 times 4, which is 160 Rand. And you can always play that for a percentage on the tote. So that's Jackpot 1, which begins in race number 4. Now, it's fun. I've gone with 2 bets. The first bet is going to be an Exactor, and there is a very strong favorite in the race, and I think will win. Number 10, Avernian Goddess. So what I've done with the odds-on shot there, number 10, Avernian Goddess, I've decided to do an Exactor with numbers 3 and 5 for that second spot. And the value being horse number 5 there for that Exactor, or maybe even number 3, because I don't know which of the 2 which will finish second, but between 3 and 5, I think we got that Exactor if number 10, Avernian Goddess, has to win. And then on to the next one, which is going to be a trifecta using the same numbers for second. So it's going to be 10, Avernian Goddess, by 3 and 5. And then horse number 8, Clinton Binder's runner, Feather Dancer, will get my vote for that third position. And that's very simple. It's 2 times 2, which is 4 Rand. So that Exactor will cost you 2 Rand. Hopefully you can get a decent return on your spend. And that trifecta costing you 4 Rand. All that comes up in race number 1. Trying to build a kitty for the rest of the afternoon. Then let's go on to It's a Breeze. Well, in It's a Breeze, I've gone with the pick 3. And basically what I've done there, as you would have noticed, is that I've taken the first 3 legs of the Jackpot, which I like, Jackpot 1, and I've decided to go with the pick 3 there. So what we will do is, it's basically a copy and a paste of the first 3 legs of our Jackpot, but I'll repeat it. 5 and 6, Swiss Paradise and Jane's Vision. I mentioned I really like the look of Swiss Paradise there, but I've covered with Jane's Vision. Then 1, 2, 9, and 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7. And if you multiply that per amount, it'll be 2 times 4, which is 8, and 8 times 2, 4, 5, which will cost you 40 Rand. And that is it, 40 Rand for that pick 3. So we've given you some bets to follow on the Sunday, the 14th of July at Hollywoodbets Greyville. And it's now a build-up to what promises to be a fantastic race day to close off the South African racing season. It's the Hong Kong Jockey Club World Pool Race Day, and it is featuring the Gold Cup and, of course, the Champions Cup and a whole host of features there. Are only feature races on the day at the end of the month. The weights are out, the fields will be declared pretty soon, and then you can study up a storm, because with those Hong Kong Jockey Club World Pools, it promises to be one of those race meetings with some huge pools throughout the race meeting. So it's a build up to that race meeting where we know that certain horses are in line for Equus Honours. And it will be, the boys separated from the men when it comes to the end of the month, because there are a few performances that we all will be looking forward to. But more about that in a show to come during the course of that week. And for you, the valued racing fan, well, thank you for your invaluable spend on the tote. And from the entire team at It's a Breeze with myself, Deez, I wish you well on the Sunday. Hopefully it turns out to be a very successful day for you punting. And until we meet again, you take care. Salanigaste.